I cringe these days when I see those words come across my news feed. Breaking news, bombshell. It used to mean something back in the day. Used to be when something was touted as breaking news or a bombshell, it was something devastating. Something so unbelievably out of the ordinary that it just belied your ability to wrap your head around it. It was reserved, much like the giant font, for war. It was reserved for truly groundbreaking news, and it was not used flippantly. Now, every time I see breaking news come across my news feed, 9 times out of 10, it's from one of those right-wing websites, and it's usually got something to do with a political candidate or some perceived grievance that doesn't exist. And it's an insult to journalism. Most of those websites, by the way, are an insult to journalism. I spent most of my life, my adult life, as a writer, as a newspaper man, as a columnist, as a commentator. And the state of journalism as it is today, especially when it comes down to things of a political nature, have gotten to be a joke. It's pathetic, really, when you think about it. These stories aren't breaking news. It's not breaking news when you pull something out of thin air, or when you take some story and add your own information, your own erroneous information, or you twist things to serve your agenda. And I'm not saying it's just the conservative websites that are doing this. There are a fair share of the liberal ones too. The point I'm trying to make here is that when you erode the trust of the public when it comes to the media, particularly of journalists, by using terminology such as breaking news or bombshell for trivial things or for unfactual things, it denigrates the validity of the press, and that is something that is very concerning. People just don't believe the media anymore, and there's a good reason for that, because a lot of what is constituted today as media isn't. It's like a reality show, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Sad thing is, when people talk about the good old days, a lot of them tend to be wishing for things like discrimination, bigotry, and the condemnation of the others, such as it is. When I talk about the good old days, with context in journalism, is the days of Walter Cronkite, when you used to be able to rely on your newscasters without question, giving you the information in an unbiased way. Just the facts, ma'am, as Joe Friday was so popular in saying. The state of journalism today is terrible. And if I could turn back the clock on one thing, it would be on our news media. Absolutely, without question.